Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Thrill Seeking
Seeking
Teachers.
Teachers.
I'm Dave.
I'm William.
Okay, we are here in episode 3.
Numero tres.
Numero tres. We're in numero tres.
Tres.
We had our video that just happened to pop up today of our time at Cedar Point, where we got to ride the great Siren's Curse.
Yeah.
You'll see some great POVs. You'll see William's godson, Tristan, who graduated high school. Shout out to Tristan. Hey. Um, and I think he's sailing the seas right now on his
Graduation cruise with his family.
Ooh, yay. And William's sister also came, and she actually got a chance to ride on Siren's Curse, and she's not a huge coaster person.
Not at all.
So she enjoyed it. I mean, it's gonna be great for a lot of people.
Yeah.
What hasn't been great is lately it's been kind of getting stuck. I
to
mean, a
count,
lot.
since it's opened approximately 4 times, which, in the grand scheme of things, considering the park is open every day during this time of the season, it's not a lot, but it's definitely gotten some attention.
Yeah, it's got attention.
Unfortunately.
Social media has been ripping it to shreds.
Mhm.
And can you imagine though being stuck over 100 something feet, tilting towards the ground, and there was one video where we saw a little
It was
little
kind of
girl.
on an angle.
Yeah, there was a little girl that they had to literally manually unstrap them, and they all had to come down 100 something feet. I get on these rides, and as I'm going up that lift hill, I don't want to imagine that it may actually stop and I may have to actually come down all those stairs. I'm not a huge person on heights. Even though I love coasters, I'm not a huge height person. So I know it must have been absolutely scary for them, especially for that little girl. We talk about in our other podcasts, should these little kids be on these big, huge thrill coasters like this? But
I mean, if they fit the height requirement, why not?
which it's
I think it's up to their parents, which
here's
these days they don't care.
yeah, but here's the
So,
thing. All it takes is one one bad thing, and even though she's tall, she's 7-year-old tall, and all you have to say is under 10 years old, and that'll be kind of a bad, hugely bad thing. So I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of a little balance act, but it's kind of just a little unnerving for those people to have to come down like that and be at an angle and
For
try to.
those of you that are listening that are unfamiliar with the attraction, we're talking about a new roller coaster that just opened. Um, Several weeks after the Cedar Point season started, named Siren Curse. It was manufactured by a tried and true Dutch manufacturer called Vekoma
Hmm.
that has a huge international presence.
Yep.
It had a huge foothold in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s in the United States. Most of the attractions being Vekoma boomerangs and suspended looping coasters.
Hmm.
If I don't know a park that doesn't have one of those models.
Right. So this is brand new in the United States, the
Yeah.
tilt coaster.
But it's not a prototype at all. It's about 25 years old.
So other
Um,
countries have it.
Other countries have tilt coasters.
Yeah.
I
So
think there's just a handful.
yeah, exactly. So this was supposed to be a big, huge, one of a kind thing. It still kind of is, but it's just
The one
been.
in Codaland is opening in a few weeks.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
We
there's
have
another one.
two.
Now we have two.
And Bacoma's really making their presence known. They now have offices in the United States.
Right.
It's rumored that Hershey Park's next large attraction is going to be a Vekoma.
Well,
So,
Vekoma needs to start coming up to Cedar Point and fix
yeah,
some of those problems. But
I think they're there.
yeah, but I would love for you to chime in on what you think about some of the things that are going on in Cyrus Curse. But what I really wanted to get into in this podcast is talking about something that is near and dear to my heart. I love this coaster. My number one coaster has always been. It used to be called Intimidator 305. It's a giga coaster that is at King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia,
Hmm.
and it's 305 feet. It used to be called Intimidator 305, but now with the new Raptera and them retheming, it's now going to be called Pantherian. And Pantherian,
After Panther.
yes. And so
Yeah.
that is gonna be, and that is now what it is. So it's not a brand new coaster. It literally all it's getting is a new paint job, new theming, maybe a new lift hill, and there. So the bones are there. The bones uh, are there, literally. And what kind of is a big issue in the coaster community right now is the fact that this is now July 27th, and they promised that this was supposed to be open along with their other new coaster in that same area called Raptera. It's a flying wing coaster, launched flying wing coaster, and that opened in May. And so
That opened at the start of the season.
yes, opened at the start of the season. We got multiple rides on it. It's a
Actually, it opened in March,
right. So it's and
the end of March.
right. It's an awesome ride. Great theming. And then Pantherian was supposed to be the reinvention of that area because it is a elite ride and it's what people usually see miles and miles away.
Yeah.
And so that's the big draw of the park. And all season from March, it has not opened that whole area. And so a lot of coaster enthusiasts, a lot of people who love King's Dominion, they're up in arms right now. The even in the Facebook groups right now, it is absolutely crickets over there because coaster enthusiasts are saying, "I'm not going back to King's Dominion until they finally open, their rethemed area that they've been talking about." And what
Then they
really
may not be going back.
right, and what is really very like horrible about this is that and it's kind of par for the course right now with Six Flags Corporation is that they are absolutely silent. There is no there might be a picture here or there that they might tease, but they
They haven't.
never
We know what's actually going on with the ride.
we know what's going on because people are sleuthing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sleuths and
So let me tell you all. I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm gonna tell you all what's actually happening with the attraction. Um, During the preseason, they discovered that there was problems with the lift hill motor. The lift hill motor on Pantherian broke down, requiring a custom replacement part. Due to Virginia state regulations, only the manufacturer um, can supply replacement parts for amusement rides. This
hmm
means the part must wait for the custom part to be fabricated and shipped, which is likely taking time. Um, some resources suggest the delay is also impacted by the park's relationship with Intamin, which is non existent. They, those of you that are not in the know, which you probably wouldn't be at this point,
I know.
Cedar Fair,
I knew that.
severed their ties with Intamin some time ago, shortly after Intimidator 305 was built, because of the constant reimagining the attraction needed. They were just like, we're done with Intamin, we're done with dealing with them, we don't want to deal with them anymore. So they moved on to other manufacturers for their amusement rides. However, the Legacy Six Flags never stopped working with Intamin. The thing is that Legacy Six Flags does not run the new Six Flags. The Legacy Cedar Fair executives run the new Six Flags. So there's speculation that part of the wait is that they're trying to get other vendors besides Intamin to actually work on the part because they don't want to deal with Intamin at all. But
That's rumor.
Virginia, it's rumored, but Virginia, being Virginia, for their amusement rides, will not allow them to use anyone other than the manufacturer. So I don't know. I
What
it's
everything that you said, all I'm hearing is like this. I'm hearing
mm,
like excuses, excuses, conjecture, but what we don't have is anything said from them. And what I am
the part
absolutely
about the lift hill motor was from the website.
yes, the part about a lift hill, but that was in wait, that was back in what when they said that
That was the
June.
beginning of the season.
Yes, that was the beginning of the season, and that has
Mm-hmm.
been the excuse the entire time. It has never been an update. It has never been
No,
a, hey, we are still in talks with Intamin.
whoever
We're
doubt
still
is
at,
intimate at this point.
yes, we have never, there's never been an actual thing from them. What the problem is that I think there is a pattern going on, and we're seeing this. And coaster enthusiasts have been talking about it. It's been since this merger has been going on. It's been this pattern of silence. And it's
Mm-hmm.
this pattern of, oh, I'm not going to let anybody know anything. I'm not going to let my patrons know who buy all these season passes. I'm not going to. I'm going to quietly close down King Ka, and it was the internet sleuths that that forced their hand to actually say something, because if it wasn't for the internet sleuths, they really wouldn't have said that much until it it went away. But
And
uh,
you know what's bizarre? This lack of transparency and communication is actually the complete opposite of what the legacy Cedar Fair chain was known for.
right.
So, and it's funny because the legacy Cedar Fair is running the whole company now. So
Yes.
it's like, why are you going from
Wh-
who you were and what you knew to do to
which
this
I
new
knew,
stuff?
which brings up the point that I was trying to make from the beginning, is that I had a feeling that this kind of a merger was going to do things like this.
Hmm.
It and if you don't know, Cedar Fair, who is the people that do the Cedar Point and all of those big big rides and all this stuff that we talk about, they merged with all of Six Flags, and what they created was Six Flags Corporation. And so now they are in charge of, instead of just being in charge of eight or nine, they're now in charge of 20 something or 30 something
28 parts.
parks and attractions across America.
Hold on, it's
And,
either 26 or 28.
and while he's doing that, I'm going to continue. Um, so they are now in charge of all of these parts. And what I was saying was, I did not like this merger from the beginning because I knew something like this would happen, where they are extremely top heavy. They can't really look at each park and really give a park its own identity. They have to kind of try to figure out how to streamline everything, and it's going to be so much stuff
I'm going
going.
to interrupt you. This is the official count. Since the merger, Six Flags Entertainment Corporation now operates 27 amusement parks, 15 water parks, and 9 resort properties, including Cedar Point Resort,
Yeah.
totaling 51 properties
So that's a lot of
in the United
properties.
States, Canada, and Mexico.
That's a lot of properties, guys. And
Mm-hmm.
so I knew something this was gonna happen. We already are seeing them closing down Six Flags America, which I really didn't care about.
California's Great America,
Yeah, California's Great America.
which we also expected.
Yeah, but I mean, there's gonna be definitely more, because
Yeah.
there's no way that you can efficiently run all of these properties well. And it's hard, and you're seeing them fire a whole bunch of executives, make these executives who used to be tailored for that one park
Run
now
multiple
run
parks.
multiple parks, and having these people running around with their like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to quell different PR nightmares like the one that you see at Siren's Curse, and try to still make sure King's Island, which is in the same state, so that's one person that is running all of those parks. So it's hard, and I think there is gonna be an issue. There's problems already. There is things now where they're trying to say now. If you heard about the new season pass, all passport pass thing now, where it's $100, but I mean, if you see some of the quality that and some of the things that they're doing, is it gonna be worth it in the end?
Yeah.
And I think there is a big question for Six Flags Corporation now if they're gonna be able to handle this. Even Universal has how many parks or resorts?
Internationally, I think 6 or 7.
That's 6 or 7,
Disney has maybe
and
12 or
they bring in
13.
more money than all of Six Flags Corporation,
Yeah.
and that's only six. And you're having Six Flags Corporation doing 50
Let me double check.
over 50. It's no possible way they can do that and do it efficiently and give every resort or every uh, theme park equal attention. There's gonna be parts that fall in the cracks, and that's where I'm. Me and a lot of coaster enthusiasts are kind of now starting to see like, was this a good idea? Was this merger a well thought out plan, or was this just for the stockholders?
There's 5 Universal.
Five.
5.
So, and they make more money than
Yeah.
all of Six Flags.
They make some
51.
money.
They make more money than all of Six Flags. Just think about that for a second. 5 Universal parks make more than 50 Six Flag Corporation parks. So if Universal is doing that and Six Flags is so top heavy, what do you think is going to happen? I think in the next coming years, you're going to see a lot more parks closing, a lot more bad PR nightmares that you're seeing, until they figure out how to efficiently get their lives together. They need to get their life.
I think within the next 10, 15 years, that 28 parks is going to maybe go down to less than 20. I would say maybe 14, 15.
They're gonna need
And I
to.
think they're gonna find a sweet spot
Yeah.
and keep it there, like the United Entertainment Group parks.
Yeah.
Because they have the SeaWorld parks, the 2 Busch parks. I think they have less than 10, and they're super profitable.
Right.
So
Well,
I think they're gonna have to decrease the number because I don't think that you'll be able to have parks that have their own identities, especially
is
with
none.
the new leadership structure that's happening. Let's use the region, um, the Northwest as an example. You
Hmm.
have the two Ohio parks. You have Michigan's Adventure, and then you have Six Flags Great America under the same leadership. Mind you, they're 4 different parks
How could
with
someone?
one leader now.
That's insanity.
These 4 different parks are vastly different than each other. Are we going to keep them vastly different,
Streamline it.
or is it just going to streamline, or is
It's
Cedar
gonna have
Point,
to.
Kings Island, Michigan's Adventure? I mean, they're not. I don't think they're going to do any investment with Michigan's Adventure. They
Oh, they're
have
gonna close it.
no. It's not going to close because it's profitable, because it's one of the few parks in that region. But they haven't had that. But they know that they can operate it with profitable margins and not put any new investment into it because it hasn't had any. It's been running like that for decades.
Well,
They
I
have that one headlining attraction that brings people from all over, and then the rest is just mediocre or old.
right.
So it has
I
a Michigan's
I
Adventure has a
just
loyal following.
I
So
just I think, what do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts on this because um right now I am sad. I am hold on. I am hold on. Wait. No, not that one. Ah! I am mad. I am a mad man because my favorite ride, I still like it's school year is about to start. We are thrill seeking teachers, and teachers are about to start soon. And I didn't get to ride my favorite ride, the one that I go to all the time. Intimidator 305 to me, always gonna be
I
Intimidator
mean, luckily
305.
for us, we don't live that far from the park. If it does happen to open this season, which I doubt, because the season, I
It's
mean,
over.
the season for King's Dominion is pretty long. I don't think they close till December
But
31st.
but the fact that they're not
Um,
even the fact that they don't even feel like they need to say anything. I saw that with King Dakar, and I'm seeing that now. If you do not know, there's news that just came out. The Six Flags Great Adventure, Six Flags Great Adventure, got it. Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey is now pushing back their new coaster that was supposed to replace King Dakar from 2026 to now 2027.
I mean, but that's typical Six Flags, so
But
we
it
knew that was going
should.
to
But
happen.
that's the problem. I think that's the
That's not
problem.
how Cedar Fair used to operate.
Well, now it is, and that's the
It's
problem
like it's so bizarre. It's like the part of the company that is the majority stakeholder is the part of the company
that we need.
that used to run so well and so efficiently and was so communicative.
Yep,
They operated all of their parks with efficiency. And now it's like it's turning into Six Flags. Like
yep.
for real, for real.
It is. I don't know if you agree. If you agree, I tend to agree. It's starting to get that way, and it's very unnerving. Because we have now Six Flags Great Adventure now without their marquee attraction.
Hmm. I
Now,
mean, Nitro's cute.
no,
El Toro's
it's
still a
great.
marquee.
Yeah, but people don't. People used to come from the globe to go to King
I
Dakar.
thought King the Cobb was okay.
Yeah, but they had
Because
such a
those
loyal.
lap bar, like compared to Top
It's not.
Thrill, Dragster, those over the shoulder restraints were too
It
much.
was.
Like,
It was a hallmark ride, and
yeah, it's great. It
it
wasn't
was
better
a
than
hall.
Top Thrill
It
Dragster.
wasn't better than that, but at the same time, it has such a loyal following. It was
Hmm.
from all over the world. When you have that, and you didn't even give it a proper goodbye or a proper anything, you just let it go, and then to announce, okay, we're gonna put something there, and then up delay. It just feels very Six Flagsy. But we thought that
Which is
merging
the antithesis of what
what
that
you wanted it
company used to be. It's
right
so bizarre.
was very bizarre, and so also they have are stopping at Great Adventure in New Jersey. They're stopping the Holiday in the Park, so they're closing that down. It used to be a big thing in that area for New Jersey, to have Holiday in the Park. They shut that down, so it's a lot of things that people are getting
It's
very
more things that are getting taken away than that are coming.
yes. There's a lot of
More
things
things are going that are
than coming,
than coming.
and that's where there's a
And in all reality, from a business, someone that I used to work in business, I completely understand. Um,
there's
at the end of the day, you have to,
stockholders.
yeah, you have to please the shareholders. You have
Mm,
to get your profit margins together. You have to become profitable. You have to decrease your debt. And this company has a lot of debt, and they have to do
which
things
is
to decrease
crazy.
the debt. Well, here's the thing. Cedar Fair came into the situation with the better hand.
Exactly. They were
So
supposed to make it better.
they absorbed all of the company's debt.
Right.
So they didn't come in with a surplus. They still came in with debt, but they came in with less debt than Six Flags.
Right.
That's why they were put in charge of the entire company.
Right, but it's not this right here. This merger is not helping right now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that their vision is something 10 years beyond, and they know that it's going to be profitable.
Yeah.
But right now we're seeing a mess, and it's getting very messy, and I'm anticipating more mess.
I don't know. It remains to be seen. I'm trying to stay optimistic because I was always a fan of the Legacy Cedar Fair Park.
Yeah.
I always thought Six Flags was just okay.
But Cedar Fair was really a gem, and now it's starting to be Six Flags. When you talk about having a Six Flags day, now it's kind of like, oh, Cedar Point is kind of...
Well, Cedar Point's always been wonky because of the type of attractions that
No, but remember, look, if you look at our vlog, you would think that it would be a Six Flags. You would think it was a Six Flags day because multiple things were...
It was bizarre.
It was
like
a very
our
bizarre
last
day.
visit, there were six major rides down at the same time.
Yeah.
And didn't you experience that at Cedar Point?
Yeah. So it's, I don't know, it's something going on. So let us know what you think. I wanted to make this just a quick thing where we're talking about this issue that the coaster community is kind of talking about. And I wanted to bring you in the conversation.
We did.
Yeah, we did. We did.
So now, I can say this. I do think that there is a silver lining.
Try to make it short.
Well, you've said more than me 2 times and over. So let me say what I have to say.
Say it.
Never mind. Because you said enough for both of us.
No, I didn't. I'm giving it to you guys. I would love for you to tell us what you think of Pantherian not being there, and look at our vlogs, look at our stuff, and tell us what you think. But
I'll say this.
Okay.
One last thing. Just give the new Six Flags Entertainment Corporation a chance with all new things. There's a lot that can draw people away, draw people together, make people love, make people hate. So just try to find a silver lining and just go out there and keep riding coasters nonetheless.
Oh, we're going to keep riding, of course.
These are still some great parks.
Yeah, great rides and innovations are still happening. It's just trying to make sure that we as patrons and as enthusiasts keep our expectations, reasonable. And I'm going to keep my expectations reasonable, but I'm a little bit ticked that I did not get to ride my favorite ride, which is Pantherian. And I just wanted to share that with y'all.
You just might. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Let's stay hopeful and optimistic that whatever they're getting from whomever, probably, apparently it's going to be intimate. We'll see.
We'll see. But if you like our podcast, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Buzzsprout. Also, we have that's our feed, our feed. So yeah, yay! Bye everyone. Have a great day.